A bicyclist who was hit by an SUV, then dragged down South Higgins in Missoula earlier this month, is recovering at home from her injuries. KPAX's Katie Miller got a chance to talk with the victim, who thinks something should be done to prevent more accidents in that congested area of town. Katie joins us now live from the scene of the crash. Katie.
Thank you, Jill. We are here live on Higgins in the area where this crash happened just a couple of weeks ago. Julia Johnson tells me she was heading up to 3rd Street to that bookstore when she was hit by that SUV right in front of this gas station. Now, she was dragged underneath the vehicle all the way to that parking lot there by Big Dipper. You can see just how far that is, and let me tell you, her injuries show it. A fair warning to you guys at home, some of the images in this story might be disturbing to some viewers.
I don't have resentment because I'm lucky because I didn't lose anything. And so I just, you know, anytime I even kind of feel like that, like, why can't I go out? It's just a reminder that I will be able to as long as I keep going.
Julia Johnson is a 20-year-old college student who grew up in Missoula. She goes to college in South Dakota and is back in town for the summer. She was working 3 jobs before the accident.
I was, you know, a block away from my destination, and I remember looking at the car and thinking, oh God, it's not stopping.
Johnson was biking to a bookstore near the Hip Strip on July 15th when she was struck by an SUV.
I remember the fear.
She doesn't remember much else besides screaming and the heat from the vehicle.
I was in ICU for 4 days. I was? Okay. a little confused up here.
Johnson has a concussion. She suffered abrasions to her liver, had road rash on 80% of her back and on her left arm, and has other minor injuries. She's now out of the hospital, doing well, and trying to stay busy. The city of Missoula says 10 to 15 crashes involving bikes have occurred on Higgins in the past 5 years.
Any crash involving a cyclist or pedestrian is going to be too many.
Aaron Wilson says one of the city's top priorities in the downtown master plan is fixing traffic flow on Higgins.
I don't think we have a specific improvement in mind other than we need to do something there.
Wilson says options include making protected bike lanes, striping bike lanes, or adding parking nearby. Business owners say safety has been a problem in the area for years.
I've probably seen 4 or 5 cyclists get hit by cars.
Big Dipper owner and Johnson's former employer, Charlie Beaton, wants a new turning lane.
I know so many people will not take this 2 or 3 block stretch. It's too dangerous.
Johnson says she's not sure what could improve safety, but she hopes something does.
Because I would hate for, you know, anyone else to have to go through something like this. It would, because, you know, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, so.
Wilson says the city is also expecting to see even more foot traffic on this area when the construction on the bridge is done, which is set to start this fall. Beaton says he hopes to see some changes in this area after that construction is done. But this entire area, all the way down to Brook Street, is also a state highway. So it could take some time for the city and the state to get on the same page. Jill, back to you.
All right, thank you, Katie. Johnson says she is thankful for everybody who has supported her, and she says she's lucky to have gotten out with just a concussion. She is reminding cyclists to wear a helmet.